Perfect. Okay, good evening everybody, and welcome to our Thursday night opportunity call, where we are going to be telling you all about our amazing products and our work from home business opportunity. And we are going to get kick started with our lovely Paula, who's going to be telling you all about our products.
Thank you, Sara, and thank you everyone for joining us this evening. As Sara said, my name is Paula, and I'm going to be sharing with you our wonderful Juice Plus products. Now, I first got introduced to them about 6.5 years ago, and I just absolutely loved what I saw. So I hope you're going to this evening. I loved that they're the most researched nutritional products in the world. I love that they're all completely natural and made from fruits and vegetables, and it just made perfect sense that you could get all this nutrition inside your body in just a capsule form. And I just couldn't wait to get started. But also, although I also thought that I was healthy, so I didn't actually feel that I would probably get the results that other people were talking about. But I just thought I just really want to give them a go, and I'm so glad I did. Within just a few days, I loved how much energy I got, and as time went on, I just feel better and better. I feel better than what I did 20 years ago, and I haven't had one day sick since I started 6.5 years ago, and my energy levels I just feel like full of energy all the time. So I'll never stop taking them, and I just want to share with you how amazing they are. So our main products are the capsules, the fruits and vegetables and berries, and they are actually, if we go on to the next slide please, James. Thank you. So we all know that the more fruits and vegetables we eat, the healthier we are, but sadly we don't get enough. And there's a number of different reasons. I mean, affordability, it can be really expensive to get a good range of fruits and vegetables. You just have to pop down to the supermarket at the moment, and you know, I always think I struggle with what to buy. I'm almost like, what am I going to get? And you end up getting the same things: broccoli. This is my basket: broccoli and carrots and maybe a bag of spinach and some bananas. But whatever you eat is the nutrition that you're getting. So if you never get in all the other variety of fruits and vegetables, neither are you getting all the nutrition that you get from them. And they've all got their own unique nutrients in them. So the good thing about the capsules is you get 30 fruits and vegetables, and I'll run through exactly what's in them in a second. But as I was saying, we're not getting enough fruits and vegetables. And you can see by this slide here, there's like over 87% of adults not getting enough vegetables in their diet on a daily basis, and 59% are not getting enough fruits. And then you go over to the kids, and there's 96% not getting enough fruits and vegetables, and 70% of youngsters. So I mean, basically what it means is if you're not getting enough fruits and vegetables, you're not getting all that nutrition that helps to keep you healthy. And we all know the more we eat, the healthier we are. And I was reading the other day that they're saying the minimum that you should eat now is 10 portions a day. And you know, I have a little count up. I'll put in the chat how many do you actually get a day. You know, because as I said, you can struggle sometimes to even get 3 or 4. And you can see here by their statistics that, you know, it's, you know, there's just a really high number of people just not getting enough. And you know, if you're not getting enough, then you don't get the nutrients, so you don't get the health benefits that help to keep you healthy, and that's where all like health issues can start popping up. So next slide please. So you can see here what is actually in these are the premium capsules I'm talking about now. So you see here there's the fruit blend. Now every single day you can get in capsule form, oh, they're closed, you can get 10 fruits every day. So what I was just saying about what you actually eat is the nutrition you get, then you know, if you're getting a range of a variety of 10 every day, you're getting the range of nutrients from all of those 10. So you're getting nutrients from oranges and apples and cherries and peaches and so on. And they're called whole food nutrition. They're not like they're nothing like vitamins, so I'll just kind of run through that quickly. The vitamins that you see in the supermarket, and Holland & Barrett and Boots and places like that, they're just like synthetic made in a factory, not made from food, and they basically just go through the body. They're not bioavailable. Your body doesn't recognize them. But with our capsules, they're whole food nutrition, so don't feel that they're anything like vitamins at all, because they're just way ahead of vitamins. They're completely different, and because they're made from whole food, the body recognizes it, and it gets they're totally bioavailable. They go straight in the body, go straight into your bloodstream and work at a cellular level, just flooding your body with all of the nutrients from the 30 fruits and vegetables. And so you can see here that there's oranges in. I'll just, there's 30, but let's just pick on the orange. They're called whole food because they actually put the whole food in. So when you eat an orange, you usually peel it, because the skin doesn't taste that nice. But unfortunately, you're missing out most of the nutrition, because most of the nutrients are actually in the skin and all the bits that you throw away. So with our capsules, you're getting all of the full nutrients that you wouldn't normally eat. So that's why I think, as well as your fruits and vegetables that you would be eating, supplementing with these capsules, you're doing your body such a favor. Now, getting onto the vegetables. Now, the vegetables are so important for our health. You only have to Google the health benefits of broccoli and spinach and kale and things like that, all those leafy greens, to find that they've got such a vast amount of health benefits. So if you're not eating them, you're not getting those nutrients and you're not getting those health benefits. And that's why this, like our capsules, that's where they help to bridge the gap between what you are eating and what you should be eating. And you can get all those nutrients in a really easy and convenient and affordable way every single day. So rest assured, you're getting cabbage every day, you're getting kale every day, you're getting broccoli every day. So you don't actually, that if you don't actually eat it on your plate, or in your hand, like it was an apple, then you're getting all that nutrition at a cellular level. And getting onto the berries, we all know that berries are absolutely jam-packed full of antioxidants that help to keep us healthy. They're fantastic for the skin, the hair, the nails, immune system, which is really important at the moment, and also for our energy as well. So you're getting all of these amazing berries every single day. I mean, when was the last time you had an elderberry or a blackberry or a bilberry? And so basically, if you're not getting them, as I said just now, you're not getting the nutrients. So with our berries, every single day you're getting the nutrients from all of those amazing berries. And these are fantastic for the skin as well. We have got a skin study, which I'll run through in a second. But don't be surprised if you start taking these, that people will say, oh, wow, what have you done to your skin? Your skin looks amazing. And we call it the Juice Plus Glow, because they're flooding your body with, powerful and essential antioxidants that help to give you that beauty from within. Next slide, please. So this is Bill. This is our cranberry farmer. Now, Juice Plus, all the produce, all the fruits and vegetables are grown and not special farms, but farms that are just selected by Juice Plus for their quality. They're all herbicide and pesticide free, so even better than organic. They're batch tested all the way through the process, so that there's absolutely no nasties in there whatsoever. And what they do is they grow them to their peak ripeness. So unlike what you get in the supermarket that has to be picked weeks before, because it has to be transported to its final destination, maybe a different country or across the country. They then have to sit in the supermarket for however long until they're bought. And by the time you actually eat them, you've not only not had all of that nutrition, you've lost a lot of nutrition as well. So with the Juice Plus fruits and vegetables, they're grown to their peak ripeness. So you've got all of the nutrients in all the way to the top, basically. They then juice them at a speed that keep that nutrition in. They take away the water, the sugar, and the fiber, so you don't have to worry that you know, for people who've got diabetes, that they, you know, can't have fruits normally because of the sugar levels, or people have blood sugar kind of issues. With our fruits, they take away all the sugar, so they're completely safe for people with diabetes. And then they're dried at a temperature that keeps that nutrition in. So what is left is the powders from the 30 raw fruits, vegetables, and berries, and with all of those nutrients intact, and they're encapsulated into those amazing little capsules, so you can have your 30 fruits and vegetables in the easiest, most convenient and affordable way you could possibly think of. So I got that straight as soon as I saw this presentation the first time. I just like, that just makes perfect sense to me. Easy way to get all of that nutrition in your body. Next slide, please. So as well as the capsules for adults, we have got our amazing Healthy Starts for Families program. Now this, as a mother, is something I'm hugely passionate about. My daughter has been taking these products for the same time as me, nearly 7 years, and she hasn't had one day sick since. She's now 12 and a half. She was 5 and a half when she started. So I'm going to be, you know, forever grateful for what they've given her, like, over the last few years. And so basically what happens is, if you buy the capsules that I've just been talking about, so you can get healthy yourself, you're eligible to get your child's theirs absolutely free. And I mean, that's just an amazing, amazing program for the whole family to get healthy. So from the age of 4, you can choose the chewables, which are just like sweets. Basically, your children think that they're eating sweets, but they're getting all of those nutrients that I've just mentioned from the fruits and vegetables every single day. So rest assured, if your child is one of those picky eaters and doesn't like fruits and vegetables, or certainly doesn't like, you know, most of them don't like vegetables or broccoli and all those leafy kind of things that I've just gone through, you can just go, well, that's fine. You just give them those little sweeties, and you can go, right, that's my stress over. At least you know they're getting the nutrition in them. Now, the best thing is they're absolutely free. You can get them for up to 4 years free. When they get to a certain age, they can choose the capsules as well. And they can get them all the way till they're 21 if they're in full-time education. We've had over 1.5 million families all over the world taking part in this program, with 96% of them reaping positive health benefits. So, I mean, it's not just me saying how amazing they've been for my family, but, you know, there's been 1.5 million families saying exactly the same. Thanks, James. So they're the chewables, and these should come with a warning on them, because honestly, they're so delicious that once you start eating them, you have to, you can't stop. But they're so, you know, but they're full of all those nutrients as well. So fantastic. Thanks, James. So you can see here on this slide, although I can't because it's a tiny little box in the corner on my screen. So bear with me if I say the wrong things. But basically, after 1 year of taking, being on this Healthy Starts for Families program, and you know, the capsules and the chewables, you know, it's not just you can see here some of the statistics that I was just been talking about. So you've got 71% of kids and youngsters are eating more fruits and vegetables, 89% more aware of their health, 71% drinking more water, and 61%, I think that one says it too. You can read that yourselves. I don't have to read all that out. Okay, so basically what it means is, what you give your body starts to crave. So if you're giving your body lots of junk food and McDonald's and donuts and things like that, that is what your body starts to crave, because that's what it's getting used to. But you give your body you know, all this wonderful nutrition, these essential nutrients that your body actually needs and thrives from, and your body starts to naturally crave it. So you just don't be surprised when you start taking these products that you start craving healthier foods. And that's why we call it a healthy lifestyle. You know, Juice Plus isn't a diet or a fad thing or just a temporary thing. It's a whole change of lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle. So basically you just start to crave healthier foods. And don't be surprised if your children suddenly start saying, you know, can I have some broccoli? Can I have some kale? And it's just like alien to you, because before you could never get them to touch anything green, because they're getting it in their body. They're just wanting more of it. So it's, you know, brilliant for the whole family to be healthy. Thanks, James. So as I said before, we are the world's most researched nutritional product in the world. We've got now 40 gold standard clinical studies, which are the best clinical studies that you can get in top universities and hospitals all over the world. And I'll just run through a few of them just so that you can see the importance of how they help to support our health. So basically, at the moment, we know that the healthier we are, the healthier our immune system is, the better chance we have of being healthy, basically, and ward off like different things like flus and viruses and colds and things like that. So our Juice Plus capsules have got 4 gold standard clinical studies showing that they help to support the immune system. So that's a good enough reason on their own to start taking them. But moving on, we've got clinical studies show they help to support the DNA. So that helps to keep our whole body healthy. As I said before about the skin, we've actually got a skin study showing that they help to support the skin and give us healthy skin. My father had really bad eczema for over 20 years and nothing cleared. It had strong steroid creams, like everything. And after only 3 months of taking the premium capsules, it completely cleared up. And that's 6.5 years ago, and it's never come back. So not making any claims, but that is what's happened in our family. We've got dental health study. We've got studies showing that they help to reduce oxidative stress. They help to support the cardiovascular system. They also help to reduce inflammation. And it's really important to keep your inflammation levels down, because if you've got high inflammation levels, then that can lead to ill health and disease. So, amazing that they help to reduce inflammation as well. And we've got, if you want to see the full selection of studies, just ask the person who put you on the call tonight. They'll be happy to show you in more detail. That's just a little sample. Thanks, James. So as well as our fruits and vegetables capsules, we've got our amazing omega capsules. Now, these are a range of 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 omegas. So you haven't just got 2 omegas, like the 6 and the 9 that you normally get in the fish omegas, and neither are they from fish, because they're actually from plants. So they're 100% vegan, and they're from... you can see here the list of all the different plants and where they get and seeds where they get the omegas from, and basically the richest sources of omegas that you can get. Normally with fish oils, the fish eats the algae plant at the bottom of the sea, then they take out the algae oil out of the fish, and the problem is there that you get the plastic residues, you could get the toxins and the mercuries as well, and all the other stuff. And also, if you're vegan, you might not want to eat something that's come out of a fish. So we go straight to the algae plant at the bottom of the sea. So we cut out the fish, don't bother with that, and you don't get all the plastic residues and all the things that I've just mentioned just then. So much healthier. You get the 5 omegas as well, like I've just said. And omegas are not made, your body doesn't make omega, so you need to get it from your diet. And sadly, just like fruits and vegetables, we're not getting enough. So it's really important to unless you get eating all these seeds and all these different things that you normally get your omegas from, to supplement it. What better way than to supplement with 5 different omegas? And so I'll just quickly run through the health benefits. Amazing for brain health, and with that, brain fog, concentration, as well as helping to prevent from brain disease. Omegas are good for. Also eye health, cardiovascular health, your joints, your skin, hormones. People are going through any kind of hormonal changes like the menopause or teenage years, get amazing results from them as well. So they feed every single cell of the body, just like your premium capsules. So, just you're going to get the whole benefit, your whole body is going to benefit from them. Thanks, James. And then we've got our complete range, and just as the name suggests, complete is a complete meal. So basically everything you need for a highly nutritious meal, you can get in either the bars, the soup, or the plant protein powder, which is commonly used, made into a shake, or you can make it into a smoothie bowl or pancakes or waffles or whatever. And if this was put on a plate, you would have everything you need for a healthy, balanced meal. You're getting 19 grams of plant protein. You're getting 17 of our fruits and vegetables. You're getting carbohydrates from root vegetables. So it's a really healthy meal. So it's absolutely packed full of superfoods. So you can, for me, I love to have one for my breakfast, and I know that I'm giving my body the best start for the day. It gives me lots of energy. Totally delicious. I know that I'm getting all that nutrition, and it helps me keeps me going for hours as well. So there's no kind of mid-morning snacks. You can have for a healthy lunch, pre and post workout. If you're breastfeeding or if you're pregnant, they're completely safe. And just if you want to lose weight, these are absolutely amazing. They've only got 220 calories, and because they've got all the nutrition, you can lose weight in a really healthy way and feel fantastic and full of energy at the same time. So amazing as a meal replacement, and gluten-free, vegan, low GI, couldn't get better for a healthy meal. I love them. I'm addicted to them after how great they make me feel after 6.5 years. And then we've got our Uplift. Now, Uplift is fantastic if you just want that kind of pick me up, basically. You might be having an afternoon slump, or your mid-morning slump, or you're going off to the gym or whatever. When you can go to the gym. And what this is, it's a natural energy drink. So you just mix it in with some water, and you can see here what it's got in it. It's full of, mango, guava, lemon peel, and essential B vitamins from the plant. So completely natural, packed full of what your body needs to just promote natural energy. So you're not getting, there's no chemicals in there. So it has, the caffeine is from a yerba mate plant, completely natural. So you're not getting that chemical spike of like, say like a coffee or one of those other energy drinks that you can go like spike up and then you go back down again. This just takes you to where you should be and then just kind of keeps you there. So these are absolutely amazing. You can have these, 2 or 3 times a day if you really want to. But for me, when I'm on the capsules, I never even really need them. Although I do like taking them once a day because I just love the health benefits and all the vitamin Bs in them. So I think that's it. Yep. So we've got the capsules just to maintain your health. I call them my nutritional safety belt or my health insurance. They just help to keep me healthy. And I absolutely know they're keeping me healthy. I'll be forever grateful for them. And the complete healthy balanced meal or meal replacement. And then we've got the Uplift for natural energy. So that's the products. Hope you've enjoyed that. If you haven't tried them, I really, really recommend you just give them a go. And like me, I didn't feel like I need them, and now I'll never ever be without them. So thanks for listening. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thanks, Sara.
Thank you, Paula.
Pleasure.
Exactly the same. Once you start with the products, you'll be taking them forever. You'll love the benefits. You won't be able to stop. So we are now going to hear from some people who are using the products and absolutely loving them, just like myself and Paula. And first up, we have got the lovely Victoria.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm very
so I started taking the products about 6 weeks ago now. So I started with the premium capsules, the omegas, the shakes, the uplifts, the kids chewables. And straight away, I just noticed a complete change in my energy levels, change in my mood, positivity, sleeping better, waking early, all those sorts of things. And now 6 weeks on, it's just a complete game changer. My skin is so much clearer and smoother. The biggest thing for me is, because I'm an active person, I do quite a lot of exercise. The shakes have just completely transformed my workouts. I get no muscle fatigue. I'm not tired at all. I'm back to running again, which I'd had to sort of give up because of hamstring injuries and things. That hasn't flared up. My son, who's on the chewables, his eczema is clearing up. So those are the the main things. I've just recently got myself some of the bars as well, so I can alternate the shakes and the bars. But yeah, just like Paula said, I can't imagine not being on them now. This the constant level of feeling energized and positive is just absolutely brilliant.
I love that, and I love that you're a top fan as well already. You was like, I've got the chews and the capsules and
and uplifts. I've got the uplifts as well. And like Paula, I don't necessarily need them for the energy levels, but I just love the taste of them. And that's like buzz you get off them are just brilliant.
Yeah. I actually ran out of uplifts, and I didn't have one before my workout yesterday, and I definitely found it tougher without the uplift.
Yeah, they are absolutely brilliant. And like I say, the taste of them, once you get used to that, it's like, oh, that's quite addictive.
Most definitely. Thank you so much, Victoria.
You're welcome. Bye.
Up next, we've got our lovely Howard.
Lovely Howard's here. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm a well person, thanks.
Lovely. Take it away, Howard.
Yeah, sure. Well, in about a couple of weeks, it'll be 7 years since I started taking Juice Plus. And it was an old friend of mine who got in touch with me at the end of 2013. And his timing was absolutely spot on, because I had just committed to a major cycling event in the Alps the following July. I was nothing competitive, but I did enjoy my cycling and doing various different events. And I'd figured that, or I knew that the quality of the nutrition would underpin the training that I was going to have to do. And I actually first came across Juice Plus way back in the early 1990s. And I figured that over that time, there was probably one or two other products that would help me. And sure enough, that was the case. I found that the shakes were really, really good for both pre and post exercise. And again, they were part of my training regime. Now, since then, I've really enjoyed their benefits. Greater energy, we've already heard that. But more importantly, as I've got a little bit older, I really do want the sort of benefits of fruit and vegetables, as many as possible, to actually fight in my corner with me. Because I know that, degenerative disease can sort of come along. And this is the best way, natural, God-given food, of actually combating it. Now, and again, we've already heard, we're recommended to take at least 10 portions a day, 10 different fruits and vegetables. We simply don't have time. Most of us really don't have the time to be able to buy it all, store it, wash it, prepare it, eat it, dispose of it afterwards. This fills in the gaps. I eat reasonably healthily. I have a reasonable amount of fruit and vegetables in my diet, but probably the things that I like, not everything that I need. And this fills in the gaps absolutely beautifully between what I need and what I'm realistically able to consume each and every day. And as a result, I take all the products, I love them. And again, like everybody else, I'm simply not going to bother stopping. No point.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Howard. And I love that you said you've got a reasonably healthy diet, because I do always see your meals. And I'm like, wow. So you've got a very, very healthy diet. Lovely.
Well, some of them, yes. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Howard. And up next, we have got our gorgeous Claire.
Hi guys, hope everyone well. So I had to turn my camera off for a minute because Tim let the dog in the garden and he knocked the light and then the whole electrics went, so it's all back on. Right, so I've been within the company for just over a year now. I started on the uplifts and the capsules, and the reason being is because I needed to improve my energy levels and my overall health. And I was watching my gorgeous upline, and like she was basically living her life, just doing this. And I kept thinking, oh bloody hell, here's me slaving away in a 9-to-5 job, didn't see my family. And so at the same time as joining the business, I started the premium capsules and the uplifts. I love them so much. Within 2 weeks, I noticed a huge change within my energy levels, my moods. I was jumping out of bed, which I'd always struggled with because I'd suffered depression. I was diagnosed with bipolar years ago and borderline personality disorder. I can't take no medical claims for this, but I think giving your body lots of goodness makes you feel good within yourself. And within the company as well, you get lots of support. So I love them so much. Then I started on the boosters and the shakes, and I dropped 2 dress sizes. And I've, never looked back ever since, and I've just absolutely loving life, full of energy levels, and just, you know, I just love everything about it. I love the business, I love the products, and I'm just like full of energy all the time. I'm like, yeah, let's go, you know. And like, yeah, that's it really. I mean, I'll keep you on here all day, but keep it short and sweet. Products are amazing.
I would say, Claire, you are actually the perfect walking advertisement for Juice Plus. You are always, you're glowing, you look incredible, you're up and out of bed, skipping around your god, and you just look amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you so much as well.
And up next we have got our beautiful Aisha. I hope you there. Just unmute yourself. Yay.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing? You all right?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I'm fine, thank you. Sorry, my internet signal is really terrible again, so I hope you can hear me.
All good, all good.
No.
Yes, I can hear you. All perfect. I can hear you.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, perfect, lovely. Yeah, I started my journey with the products back in October last year. To begin with, what really stood out for me was the fact that I could have the shakes as a meal replacement, because I have 2 little babies, and being a busy mum, I'm always meal skipping, always just snacking on biscuits here and there when I can, and just wasn't really looking after. I had a really poor diet really, so for me, I wanted to get on the shakes to start having something that was sort of, you know, good for me and filling me up. And then also the capsules, I really needed something for my energy levels again, being a busy mum with 2 little ones. The capsules have been so good for my energy levels and just keeping me well and fit. And also my mum suffers with fibromyalgia. Quite a few of my mum's side of the family do actually, and it's always been something on the back of my mind that maybe that, because I think it is hereditary, and I've been sort of having sort of little symptoms, and I've been worrying that maybe eventually I'm going to start deteriorating and having sort of them sort of issues as well. So to know that I can take the capsules and that they're going to benefit me in my health and, you know, help look after me, hopefully I've seen so many good testimonials about them that hopefully they'll be able to prevent anything like that, you know, getting any worse. So for me, just ever since I've been on the capsules and all of the products, really, like I said, my energy levels have gone up, and I was never the type of person to do any exercise. I was never the type of person to get up early, and I always had a fast metabolism as well, and always struggled to put on weight. So growing up, I was always like a size 6, size 8, and really struggled to put on weight no matter what I ate. So I wouldn't say I was unhealthy in terms of things what I was eating, but I wasn't particularly healthy and never really was conscious about what I was eating. And then my mum always said to me, wait till you get to 25, like you're going to start putting on the weight and you're going to regret that. But I would literally sit and eat like a whole packet of cookies and it didn't faze me. And then all of a sudden I had 2 kids, and you just can't get away with doing that anymore. My metabolism changed. So the boosters are really good for me because they really stop me snacking, which I really need because I'm so used to just being able to eat what I want. So yeah, since I've been on my journey, it wasn't originally a weight loss journey, but I began to take the shakes, and obviously I've been taking them since November now, and I've lost 1 stone. I weighed myself today, and I'm in that 8 stone bracket again. So I'm 8 stone 13, and I never thought I'd see the day where I have 8 stone on the scales again. And I'm fitting back into my size 8 jeans. It's just unbelievable. I can't believe it's happening really. And obviously, yeah, the fact that they get the free chewables, I could talk about it all night. All of the products are just great. So yeah, obviously I get the free chewables for my kids, which is amazing because they're just really fussy. So yeah, like what Paula said, really, now that I'm putting all of this goodness into my body craves it, and it's the same with the kids, and just really enjoying taking all the products. I'm on all of them and just love it. It's really just yeah, I can't really say anymore. I just love it.
Oh, honey, I absolutely love that. And you look amazing. You're absolutely glowing. And I saw earlier today, you just put a new progress picture up as well. You look absolutely.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
You've definitely got the Juice Plus glow.
Oh yeah, I feel it. Definitely. I think that was one reason I wanted to start taking the berries and the omegas, really, because I just started feeling like my skin was like dull, and you know, when you just feel like it's dull and grey and like washed out all the time. Doesn't help that we've got no sunshine as well. So yeah, and after having the babies, my hair was in a really bad condition. So yeah, everything just seems to be going the right way since I've been on the products. My hair, my nails, my skin. So yeah, everything's really good.
Amazing. Aisha, thank you so much, and well done. I really appreciate
having me.
Story with us tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've heard from some people who have been seeing really good results from the products, and I am now going to hand over to our lovely James, who's going to tell us a bit about the business.
Right. Okay, everyone. So hopefully you can hear me. Can you hear me all right? Yep. Yes. Yeah. Okay, good. All right. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to talk about the franchise. Sorry, because I'm working on a new system here at this end, and I just want to make sure everything's working. Anyway, good. So I'm going to talk about the Juice Plus franchise. Only 5 minutes, right? So buckle up, ready to go. Here we are. So the Juice Plus franchise is effectively the business side to Juice Plus. 90% of people that take the product are only taking the product. They're not involved in the business, but some people, about 10%, get so excited about it, and they want to share it with people. They can't stop themselves, and so people come into the business. I saw it for the first time a long time ago. I mean, I saw it before Juice Plus, believe it or not, and I was immediately totally captivated by it as an opportunity. So let me take you through it. So there are 4 ways that we make money in the Juice Plus business: retailing the product, team building, clubs, and network. So let me just go through those very quickly for you, so just get a gist of what it's all about. I'm not going to explain it in detail. You just get a little bit of a gist of it. So when we are starting, we earn 10% retail profit, and that can go up to 20%. And once you hit the 20% level, it's permanent and you can't go back down again. So what does that look like in reality? So if you develop 2 customers a month over a year, that's 2 premium customers a month over a year, we'd have 24 customers, and you'd be earning, by the end of that year, you'd be earning £2,500 a year. You had 4 customers a month over the whole year, you'd be up to 5,000 a year. 6 customers, you'd be up to £7,500 a year. 8 customers, you'd be up to £10,000 a year. I mean, it's incredible, really, and very part-time activity, and you've got that sort of side hustle income coming in. So I looked at that and I thought, well, that's absolutely great. And this is why we're so successful, because people are able to share the product in a really natural way and do extremely well from it. And obviously people want to, because they get so much passion from the product, but also it's just helping people to earn money. So the other side of it, which is fascinating for me, you know, when I first looked at it, I think everybody is, it's working smarter rather than harder. So for example, if I had 24 customers each, and I then had 3 people that were each with 24 customers, then I could see I'd be earning £800 a month or £10,000 a year. Wow. So if I'm only just developing 2 customers a month, and I've got 3 other people doing the same, I'm earning £10,000 a year. Obviously, so long as they keep going for the whole year and they accumulate all of those customers over the year. I kind of thought, well, this is really getting interesting. And you can see that it goes up from there. So if you've got 12 people, each with 24 customers, you're earning £2,500 a month or £30,000 a year. Goodness, this is really becoming interesting. So the other side that really intrigued me was the networking side. So, you know, I talked to, let's say, 3 people, who each talked to 3 people, who each talked to 3 people. It's totally hypothetical, but let's say it worked like that. What would it look like? Well, if each of those people just had their own product order of, let's say, £100, it might not be that much, it might be less, but just for argument's sake, let's say it's ease sake, it's £100. Then we'd be earning £1,000 a month or £12,000 a year. Ah, interesting. However, if each of them had 24 customers each, well, you get a different story and you can see the figures. And I was looking at this and thinking, well, look, even if I only achieve 10% of this, it's got to be interesting. Even if I only achieve 1%, it's still very interesting, but it doesn't stop there. So just for example, let's say that I didn't just have 3 team members, let's say I had 5, and somebody had many, many more than that. And each of those spoke to 5 and so on and so forth. You'd see that the network becomes really, really big. So if each of these people in this example have got one product order, £100, for example, a little bit more than you would expect, but just for example, then look at the figures. You can see them for yourself. I mean, it becomes really a bit crazy. And if everyone has 24 customers each, well, we're obviously looking at something completely and utterly mad, but it's possible. So also on top of that, we've got the bonuses of £119,480 from going all the way from partner all the way up to presidential marketing director plus, all available to us. So that in itself is extraordinary. So if you're thinking, I really don't know if I can do this, let's hear from Richard Branson. If someone offers you an amazing opportunity, but you're not sure you can do it, say yes, then learn how to do it later. And certainly that's been my experience. I didn't have a clue what I was doing when I got going, but I just got going. And in a sense, it just took care of itself. So I'll hand back to Sara.
Thank you, James. I love hearing it like that. And it just goes to show it really, really is such a simple business model that's really easily duplicatable as well. Keep it simple. That's what we say. Keep it simple. Thank you, James. We are now going to hear from some people in the business who are really enjoying it. And we're going to get kick started with our lovely Paula. I hope.
Yeah, I'm here. Hi again. So yeah, I started the business after I started the products because I just saw what James saw, basically. I saw freedom. My background is in hair and beauty. I used to own a really successful salon. When that came to an end, I didn't want to, I was a single mum and I didn't want to be away from my daughter. And I knew that if I got another traditional business, I would have, one, been ploughing in tens of thousands of pounds, and 2, I would have been working really long hours. So I didn't go back into that, and I started looking for something that would give me the freedom to be there for my daughter, and but also I wanted something fun and exciting and something where I could earn some good money as well. Being employed for someone else wasn't an option, so I just didn't know what to do. And along came this Juice Plus opportunity. I just thought, where have you been all these years? I just couldn't believe I'd never even heard about it. And I couldn't wait to get started, although I didn't think I could do it, like what James has just said. I just thought, I remember having a conversation with James and thinking, I want to give it a go, but I don't think I can do it. But I just thought, right, I've just got to give it a go. But the best thing about it is you can earn as you're learning. There's 0 risks. What attracted me was 0 risk, no overheads, and especially having a traditional business where I had huge overheads before, no staff issues, total flexibility. And to me, it was an absolute no-brainer. I just thought there's nothing to lose and everything to gain. So over the, the first few years, I had it alongside my other, just doing some clients freelance, and it gave me a really good two incomes and freedom. Along came COVID last year when I couldn't do my hairdressing business, and I just threw myself into it, and I had this as my sole income, and I could just put my foot down, make more money, make my business more successful by purely helping other people to be healthier. And I've absolutely loved it. So, looking back over the last 6.5 years, it's given me exactly what I've needed each step of the way. It's allowed me to be there for my daughter. It's given me an extra income every single month. And, basically the world is your oyster with this business. It is the most amazing business model, and you've got nothing to lose. You can just wrap it around your life and your commitments, whatever they may be. Thank you.
Thank you, Paula. Oh, sorry, something in my excuse. Oh, so I'm not going to speak for too long this evening, because mainly because I've got something in my eye. No. Because we've got an amazing guest speaker coming up in a moment. But I will just say that I have been with Juice Plus for 5 years now. It's been the most incredible journey. I am a mum to 2 beautiful babies, one of which, Harry, my oldest, is 10, and he has got autism, ADHD and Tourette syndrome. So for me, I need to be at home with him all the time, obviously, and do the school pickups and stuff like that. So there's absolutely no other job or career or anything whatsoever, even other business opportunity that would fit around our lifestyles. But at the same time, I didn't want to have to totally give up, you know, having my own career or having a business, because I had become a mum. So this business has enabled me to be a full-time mum to the kids, but also build this business up in my spare time as well. So it's been absolutely perfect for me and for my family. And throughout the whole of lockdown, it was our sole income. So a business that we started for, you know, a bit of a plan B income turned swiftly into our plan A income, and just the growth at the moment is absolutely insane. And we're heading into our busiest time of the year. I'm sure everyone on the call will agree that at the moment I just cannot keep up. The amount of promotions that we've got on track for our team this month is crazy. And I think, you know, obviously March, April, May, June, it's our busiest time of the year. So if you have been thinking of getting started, honestly, right now really is the best time to do it. And I'm going to pass over to our lovely James.
And I'm going to pass straight back to you, because we really need to just hear from Ruth. So straight back to you.
There we go. Lovely. Okay, well, I'm really, really excited to introduce our guest speaker this evening, who is the lovely Ruth Brannan, who is an international marketing director. And we are so, so excited to hear your story this evening. If you just unmute yourself, Ruth, I think it's... Yay!
Sorry, I didn't know whether you were going to unmute me. Thank you so much for having me on. Shall I just go for it?
Yeah, don't mind. Thank you.
My experience so far. So I've actually been involved with Juice Plus for nearly 6 years. It'll be 6 years in May, and that will actually become the longest job I have ever had, which is crazy because I'm 35 now, so that's a bit weird. So I don't know, when I was 29, I don't know if I was having a little bit of a third life crisis or whatever, but I was in a job that I absolutely hated. It was in a loan company, so it wasn't this job that I wanted to be when I grew up. It was just a job that I fell into. You know, some of us just need to pay the bills and things like that. And I actually went to university, and I just didn't get a job that I wanted ever. I had one promotion in the whole 6 years I was in that job, and it felt like there was no progression anymore. And as we all know, in most normal jobs, only one person is ever going to get a position if one becomes available, where obviously with Juice Plus, everyone can get every promotion. So yeah, there was no progression, there was no social side. I always worked pretty much by myself in an office, and we were all dotted all over the UK. So we never got together. I would speak to people on the phone now and again throughout the day, but it was really, really isolated and really miserable. I felt like I was just existing. You know, I think I was getting to a bit of a midlife crisis where I was like, okay, I can't do this until I'm 60, 70. By the time I get to that age, the retirement age might even be higher than that, later than that. I can't do this forever. I need a change. But I had no confidence at all to go for any jobs. I remember actually crying the night before an interview, that nervous at 29 years old. It's just not how we should be. So I wasn't getting anywhere in terms of another job. You had to have experience, which I obviously didn't have. And I was just on this hamster wheel of constantly being miserable. I lived by myself as well. So I would work by myself. I'd come home by myself. And it was just a constant hamster wheel of feeling like I was just existing, no purpose at all. So I was watching my friend Lauren Roberts, who a lot of people obviously on the call will know. She was friends with my cousin at the time, and used to work with her. So I knew what she was sharing on her social media was legitimate, and it was all the truth because I knew her from before she joined. She was absolutely loving life. She also had a 9 to 5, but was traveling with this company. She was getting promotions, she was getting bonuses, she had a ton of new friends, and she just looked happy all the time. And I was like, I'm so jealous. So I watched for months. We went out on a night out once, got really drunk. She showed me a bank statement, which was for 1 month, and it was the same as what I was getting for my yearly salary in that job. And I was like, right, I am in the wrong business. And I actually didn't ever think I would be at the position I'm at now. I thought if I can get 10% of what Lauren is getting, that would be my full-time monthly wage, which is a dream. But initially it was like, okay, I just want to be a part of it. I just want an extra £100, £200 a month, top up my wages, get something in my savings, because as I say, I was approaching 30 with zero savings, and I just was like, that is not okay. And the social side. So I joined, and to be honest, like I will be really honest with everyone, because people watch this, people join this business and think it's you zoom to the top. I was a really slow starter, and in fact it took me 6 months to get to the first promotion. To be honest, no, not a lot of people take that long. So don't worry, if you are wanting to come in and smash it, you probably won't be as rubbish as I was. But I think it was just, I just didn't know what I was doing. And I was like, maybe not taking it seriously and just enjoying the social side as well. So I was a slow starter, but that's the beauty of the business. There's no race, there's no competition. It's at your own, on your own terms. It took me 5 years to get to the pinnacle position of what a lot of people call national marketing director. And it's just been the best ride ever. I actually got made redundant from that previous 9 to 5. So if I didn't have this alongside that, I would have been absolutely screwed. If it was the month before Christmas, I don't know what I'd have done. And in fact, in that month I got made redundant, I also went to Vegas for free because of this company. Lauren Roberts treated me to it. It was like an incentive she had on at the time. And I also paid for myself to go to New York, all in the same month as being made redundant. And that is just not normal. So the opportunities that come from this company and this business is just mind-blowing for me. But as well as like obviously the financial side, I'm earning more than double what I earned in that full-time 9 to 5 job. But I've also been able to like upgrade my car, which used to be a bit of a stress for me. Like if I put it in for an MOT, I would be terrified of the bill. I wouldn't want to know. I'd be like, just keep it. I don't want to know. I've been able to buy a dog, which was a childhood dream of mine. Like I've got a nearly 3-year-old Labrador that I just absolutely adore. I'm such a dog boy if you follow me on Instagram or anything. The travel I've had with the company, you know, like we've been to Marbella, we've been to Barcelona. In the UK, I've been to cities I never would have been to, Brighton. I don't think I've actually been to Birmingham. I went to Edinburgh. Like the friendships that you made, it's so much more than the financial side. And I think a lot of people will say you join for the money, but you stay for the friendships. And it's upgraded my life in every way possible, the confidence, the health, everything. So that was like a bit about my story, my experience.
Oh, I love that, Ruth. And yeah, you know, like that sort of really sums it up, doesn't it? It upgraded your life in every single aspect. I think, you know, so much about what you spoke about is so relatable for so many people, because I think it's something like 90 or 95% of people hate their job, which is like really, really bad considering how much time you spend there.
Yeah, like I was so jealous of people that love their job, and I would get really angry at the fact that I had to work 5 days and only had 2 days off of my life. And
Yeah.
I would genuinely get angry, and that's just not right. It's not.
I love as well that Lauren Roberts showed you her bank statement when you was out.
It was a jaw-dropping moment. Like I
Just sign up. That's I've never heard of that.
I don't know if we're allowed to discuss that, but it was more than my annual salary. So
Wow.
I thought if she can do that, like I just want a little bit of it.
Oh, Ruth, that was amazing. Thank you so much. And if you don't mind, what would you say are your top tips with Juice Plus?
So it's different for everyone, but like the things that I've learned over the nearly 6 years, as I said, I was a slow starter. The main one for me is always just never give up on this business. A lot of people, like if people watched programs on the TV recently, there was statistics saying like a lot of people don't make money, which is just so vague anyway, but it's because a lot of people don't have the patience and don't have the belief that this can happen and this can work. So I would just say, like, never ever give up. Like, people that make it to the positions where it is life changing very rarely don't have a give up moment. I did have a couple of nearly given up moments in the first 6-12 months, and wow, if it makes me feel really sad and sick to think if I had have given up. And it's a real, like, builder. You build a business. Like, we're really lucky that it's such a low startup cost, and you can really earn profit within your first month. And I think people just forget that it's a business that you grow. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not a fad or anything like that. And it's about enjoying the process as well. I think people focus on you're only successful if you're making a lot of money, and you're only successful if you hit all these promotions, when actually, if you think about it as a job, like, you don't go into work into a 9 to 5 every day and think, if I don't get a promotion today, I'm leaving, I'm quitting. So it's like the same thing. It's just about enjoying the process. It's enjoying learning about and getting benefits off the products. It's enjoying making new friends. It's enjoying going to events when we can, obviously, and enjoying the support system for me. And that's why I would never, ever, ever give up on this business. Because if I had, I don't know where I'd be. The other thing, I mean, a lot, if you've been on business calls before, they talk about consistency. Anything worth having doesn't come easy and doesn't come quickly. So it is always about consistency with this business. And if people compare it to, like, going to the gym, if you want a 6-pack in the gym, you don't turn up for a week and then go home and, like, check your abs. You, like, it's a real, stay consistent with this business. And again, like, if you compare it to, like, a 9 to 5, if you wake up one day and are in a bit of a meh mood and you can't really be bothered, you can't really phone up your boss and go, I can't really be bothered to come in today, so I'll see you on next week. So you've got to be consistent with this as well. It's exactly the same. Like, you're your own boss in this, so you've got to be accountable. So staying consistent would be definitely a tip for success. But that's in anything. It's on a health journey. It's in this business. Whatever. You've got to always stay consistent. I would always, the best thing this business has given me is a positive distraction. And it's what I would really, really urge anyone to use this business as a positive distraction. That's one of my main tips for success. I think there's a lot, especially in the last 12 months, that has really gotten us down and sent a lot of people under. And obviously mental health is more prevalent than any other time I've ever known it to be. And we all sort of, like, I think everyone suffers from it on any kind of level, even if it's small. And I have always used this as a positive distraction. If I ever get sad or down or anything about life, I throw myself into this business because it's a win-win. I get distracted and my business gets better. And I get the way your business gets better with this business is if you help other people. So it's a real, I don't know if anyone's ever seen the film Pay It Forward. It's like you pay it forward and it pays you back. And that's what I love about this business. You can only be successful if you're helping other people, if you're making people feel better about themselves. And that's what I love about it. So always, always, always use it as a positive distraction. It's really helped me not to dwell on things anymore. I used to, like, get stuck in a rut and feel rubbish about things, and it would last days, it would last months. Like, now I snap out of it really quickly because I think, well, what's that going to solve? Like, get focused on your business, go and help your team members, go and help a customer, go and look to help someone with a health situation. It's a lovely thing to be a part of. We have an amazing support system. So my fourth tip would be using the training calls and the support system that we offer and that we have. We're so lucky. Like, when I mean, you might know, Sara, when you joined 5 years ago, when I joined 6 years ago, there wasn't as many calls as there is now, and there wasn't as much support and help as there is now. So I would really, really use them. A lot of people just don't get on training calls and support calls. We had a team call a few weeks back when I think it was like the second weekend in February, when it was that weird time and it was like everyone felt really low. And we have a training call every week on a Sunday, but we didn't do it as a training call. We had it as a hug call where we all got on. We put a really lovely song on. It's okay not to be okay. We talked about ways that we help ourselves get out of ruts, and I think getting on these calls can just be so motivating and so inspiring. And a lovely thing to be a part of, especially like if you live by yourself like me. Like it's really, I go to my mum and dad's because I'm in a bubble with them, but I mean, it's not the most exciting sitting in with your mum and dad. So having this and getting on these calls is a massive tip for success. I think it keeps you close to the fire, it keeps you positive, focused and motivated. And then like another tip, again, it's a bit of a general life tip, but don't compare yourself to anyone. Everyone is at different stages of their lives. In the business, you could be comparing yourself. For example, if you started now and compared yourself to me, I've got 6 years experience on you. So there's absolutely no point. And I always say to my new starters, if they start at the same time as another person and one person gets the first promotion quicker, I say don't compare yourself, because that person already might have like a client base, they have more confidence, they might need it more, they might have more time to put in. So it's really important to just stay focused on your own lane, get the blinkers on, and not compare yourself to anyone else. As I said before, there's no race, there's no competition. You know, it took me 6 months to get to that first promotion. There's people in the business that have joined after me that are higher than me in the company. Does that mean I'm not successful? Does that mean I'm rubbish? No, it just means I'm on a different path. So just like the fifth one, I would say, is never ever compare yourself in this business. There's no need to.
Loved all of those, Ruth. I've literally been sat here writing down, especially about this business being a positive distraction. I think obviously, you know, especially with everything that's going on now, but I think as a mum, you know, you can just get sometimes stuck in that rut of being that full-time mum and, you know, doing everything around the house. And I always say I think I was actually saying it to my sister yesterday, you know, if it wasn't for Juice Plus, I don't know what I would do. I'd be going crazy. With lockdown, I probably, you know, actually would have gone crazy.
I would be in bed every day with a blanket over my head, because if I didn't have Juice Plus, I wouldn't have my dog as well. So he gets me out on a walk every day. So honestly, I think it scares me to think where I'd be without it. It really does.
So true. Yeah, exactly the same. So Ruth, you've had, you know, an incredible journey, massive success, just hit an incredible promotion, international marketing director, you know, a life-changing bonus that is, you know, on top of your commission. So what's your vision for the future with Juice Plus?
Ooh, it's like, it's such a crazy question, this, because as you know, it changes from when you join to now when you're like at a higher position and you've got a massive team. And I was actually listening to Danny Cumry before saying, when you first join, like your first vision, your first goal is, I just want to earn £200 a month. And then it's, I just want to earn a part-time wage. And then it's, I just want to earn a full-time wage. And now it's so much different. It's so different. It's about, now the first thing I think of when I wake up is, how can I help my team? How can I get them to a position that I'm in where this has been life-changing? And like last year, I had that feeling for a handful of my team, in terms of people were getting made redundant all the time last year. At least 3 of the girls on my team got made redundant, and they were so grateful for this on the side, because it saved them, it saved their financial situation, it saved their mental health. And another girl on the team joined just before Christmas 2019. She unfortunately got really ill, like with sickness, and had to be off work. And I mean, sick pay is not the greatest in the world. So now this business pays for her mortgage, and she obviously has more than that left over as well. And it makes me emotional when I hear team members saying that. And it's, my vision now is so much more about their goals and their vision. And yes, it does help me, but that's a byproduct, and that definitely brings me more fulfillment than my own goals. But if you want to talk selfishly, I guess, and materialistically, I live in a 1-bedroom house. I have got a Labrador, I have got no garden. So the next thing on like my vision board, my goal, my dream life is a bigger house with a garden. That would not be possible on the money that I was on in a full-time job. And it would not be like a single person buying a 3-4 bedroom house. That's not easy to do. And it wouldn't be possible without this business. And it's just about being financially stable. It's about being able to treat my loved ones like all around me, my family, my friends. And in general, it's just to have, when the world opens, obviously, it's to have more adventures, it's to travel more, it's to create more memories with my friends and my family, and it's just to live. Like, as I said before, in a nice way, it like ties up in that full-time 9 to 5, I was existing. My goal now is to live. It's to literally live. And one of my favorite songs is Beyonce, I Was Here. And if you've never heard of it, go and listen, because the words in it are just the epitome of what I want my life to be. I was here. I want to live. And like, that's my big vision. I just want to live and I want to help people.
Oh, Ruth, you're amazing. I could literally sit here and listen to you all night. And I like, there's no doubt in my mind why you've been so successful in the business. And I'm so excited. It's made me feel a bit emotional, but I'm really excited to watch your journey for the rest of this year and to see you buy that house that you're after. And I've no doubt you're going to achieve all of that and so much more. Thank you so much for sharing your story and top tips with us tonight.
Oh, thank you for having me on. I feel really blessed and honoured to be asked. Thank you.
No, you've been amazing. Thank you so much. And thank you to all of our speakers this evening. Thanks to James for arranging, as always. Thanks to anyone that's come to view it for the first time this evening. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you've got any questions at all, just go back to the person who invited you on and they'll be more than happy to help. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.